Breaking censorship news, boys. YouTube is now launching an age restriction system inside the United States. Absolutely insane. It's in reaction to the Online Safety Act. And we're also witnessing the fall of being anonymous on the internet in real time. So let's get into it. First and foremost, we've got YouTube, boys. YouTube launching this. It's rolling out an AI in the US to detect if users are actually under 18. It ignores the stated age and applies restrictions to users it suspects are teens. So now they can basically censor any content under the excuse of, well, you might be this age. That's what it's actually doing, okay? Chibi Reviews here says this is a coordinated attack on the freedom of expression and speech at this point. YouTube is now going to be rolling out age restriction system in the United States in reaction to the recent UK Online Safety Act. It's odd how so much is happening at once. It really is. Isn't it crazy how all of this just seemed to coincide with some NGO going to Visa and MasterCard and getting them to quote unquote censor content to be more advertiser friendly? Isn't it crazy that all of the countries that Visa and MasterCard operates in all of a sudden at the same time basically launched this Online Safety Act to try to control and censor the entire internet? Visa and MasterCard is not going to do anything to jeopardize their standing inside those governments. And I think it's pretty clear that these governments are actively pushing this. So let's keep going. Every time you verify your age, it keeps a child safe. That's right, boys. They're telling us now that every single time you verify your age, it keeps a child safe. It's absolutely insane. Wouldn't it be the other way around? Like every single time somebody's underage couldn't verify their age, they were safe? No, every single time you tell me that you're 39 years old and prove it, that keeps a child safe. That speak for give us your ID so we can spy on you and throw you in jail for opposing opinions. Yes, it absolutely is. It really is. It's crazy. It's literally insane. Here, have a listen. Have a listen.
For everybody who's out there thinking of using VPNs, let me just say to you directly, verifying your age keeps a child safe, keeps children safe in our country.
To anybody out there that's overage and they want to use a VPN, well, let me just tell you, if you verify your age instead, it keeps a child safe. It keeps, oh my goodness, this is like 1950s advertisement. I don't know what's worse, the constant surveillance or that some dumb AI will decide my age. We are watching privacy and freedom die in real time. Yes, we are. We absolutely are. The global censorship is being rolled out all at once, packaged as protecting the kids. Hope y'all are awake. This isn't a drill. Your rights are currently being stripped in real time. I don't even think it's a global censorship campaign. It is, but I think it's also a global change of payment campaign, okay? They went through Visa and MasterCard for a reason. They want to push CBDCs on all of us, basically create a Chinese social credit score that's attached to your name and face so that all the real motherfuckers out there working in the streets, out there making an honest living, aren't going to be able to put their money into the bank and spend their money online if the government thinks that what they said was a no-no or that's a bad thing to say. Okay, that's an issue. All right, boys, we all need to be able to make an honest living, and you should be able to spend your money wherever you want. It's pretty clear that they've had this plan for a while. That's not even a conspiracy theory. Can a government minister please explain how this protects children are predators on Spotify? Yeah, they also went after music. If you don't know, your Spotify account will be deleted unless you complete age verification now. Evidently, Spotify will soon be rolling out age verification on their freaking apps and website. So first it started with what they told us was for 18 plus content. Nobody bought it. Then it went on to normal videos, video games, and anything that covered controversial issues. Nobody bought it. And then now it's on to even music, boys. What do you think they're going to hit next? Because I promise you it's going to be books. The Puritan era is evidently upon us, and if we don't do something to stop it, it's going to happen. Don't worry, it's just to protect the kids. Literally 5 days later, ID ID check for listening to music. Don't give them an inch because they'll take a mile. That's absolutely right. As a matter of fact, nobody even gave them an inch. They took an inch, and before anybody could respond, they took a fucking mile. And that is the real issue here. Nobody wanted this. A small minority of the internet was arguing for it, and the majority of people basically understand what this is, which is a Puritan censorship bill. It's puritanical, and it's strictly to control the freedom of speech and expression. Everybody knows it. It's also to ruin anonymity on the internet because they don't want you to be anonymous. Okay, you can't be out there in the streets and be anonymous, boys. It's just not allowed in today's day and age. How is it getting this bad? You realize how ridiculous this all is? Yes, we do. We absolutely freaking do. The UK situation worsens. All new UK cars will have breathalyzers and black box style recorders under Labour's plans to align with the EU, boys. That's right. All new UK cars are going to have breathalyzers and black box style recorders, basically to make sure that you're not saying something that you shouldn't against old Starber there. Okay, that's a big issue. Oh my God, I cannot believe in the big 2025, this is what's being rolled out. This is what they're feeding us. They actually think that they want us to believe. That's the issue. They want us to believe something that is unbelievable, and that the government, all the governments around the world, suddenly just care about child safety after hiding a certain list for 10 freaking years, and basically protecting predators. They actually want us to believe that they care about child safety or about victims or about just basically keeping people safe at all. They don't. They care about their own pockets, lining their own pockets, and basically making sure that they can sell your information or control you in some way or somehow, because the public and civilians themselves terrify global leadership. That's the truth, and that's always been the truth. If you read a history book, it'll tell you that has always been the truth. They are terrified of the citizenship. They're terrified of the people that they're meant to protect. Okay, they do not do their jobs, and they never will. That's why government moves so slowly, boys, because they just can't figure out the best way to pretend that they're not malicious. Over here we got itch.io seeks new payment processors more to open NSFW game purchases after delistings due to PayPal Stripe restrictions. Yes. What about Visa and MasterCard? They explained why more infringing games were removed compared to Steam, also under financial pressure. Itch admits their prohibited adult content list was vague and awaits Stripe and PayPal's final decisions. Why is it on Stripe and PayPal to decide whether something that's illegal is on Itch's site? Okay, it should be able to put anything legal that they want on their site. Itch.io should be able to put anything legal that they want on their site, and it should not be up to PayPal or Stripe, a completely different company, to decide what goes on Itch.io's site. Okay, I think that this is a basic fact, and we all here at least believe that. They're exploring alternative processors, a stricter age gating, and better content classification. Itch urges players to download backup games to avoid corporate control over ownership. Yes, definitely. That way, if you buy a game, they can't just strip it from you. But the main issue is there needs to be more companies that do this, that search out other payment processors. There needs to be payment and justice done to freaking PayPal, Stripe, and Visa and MasterCard. Okay, they cannot get away with this, with trying to censor and silence the public. They're getting calls right now en masse, and I mean en masse, and they're not doing well with it. Okay, they're literally, as you can see here, Visa's reacting. Don't let up. It doesn't matter who, what, or how. Eventually, the thing will crack under enough force. Yes, enough feet. This dude basically called a Visa card representative and got yelled at because they are getting too many calls right now. It's backed up Visa and MasterCard's calls. The internet is blowing up at them, and I think that this needs to be directed at the governments. If you are in the UK, direct this at your leadership. If you're here in the US, call your representative. Okay, make sure that your voices are heard. If you guys want to stay updated on this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, boys. Make sure you subscribe. I'll keep you updated. GG's, boys. Peace.